Hello everyone and welcome to Trade Picker. So what is on our agenda for today? We're going to discuss the three potential trade setups that we have for next week. We're also going to talk about a potential trade that we have in gold. And finally we're going to see what we think about Nifty and Bank Nifty and what it could do for the rest of the week and what we can expect from it. So please stay tuned. The first trade that we have is in HDFC Life. So let's see what the trade looks like. So we have this support in HDFC Life at around 565. We've seen it come lower, consolidate in this region, and again forming this temporary base. HDFC Life has had a good run all of June and July, and it's sort of showing that there is some maybe exhaustion in the charts. So what are our expectations? Our expectations are for HDFC Life to come back where it previously broke out from. So we're looking for HDFC Life to come back to the 540, 545 region. But for that, we want this 565 to break. So our trade idea number one is to short HDFC Life when it breaks 565. Okay. Now quickly moving on to trade number two. So for trade number two, we have a slightly different setup in HUL. So as we all know, there was this big sell-off last week, which corresponded to Nifty as well as a lot of stocks. So we had some similar price action in HUL. So I missed this trade because I had a lot of other trades on the short side. Pretty much all my trades were on the short side, and I wanted to limit my exposure on the short side, so I missed this trade. But what do we have now? It's very, very interesting. So we saw HUL break 2100. We saw it move lower. Now we see it move higher, and it's back to where it broke out from, to the downside. So it's back to where it broke out from the downside. Nifty had a very, very strong day on Friday. Nifty moved more than 2% higher, but HUL could not hold that. HUL put in this inverted hammer, or this sort of a shooting star, not exactly, but I would say it's more closer to an inverted hammer, which is a negative, it's a bearish candle. So it put in this candle with the top of the candle right at the base. So right at the base of the previous breakout, we see the high of the Friday candle. So why are we looking to take a short? Point number one, it closed weaker, even though Nifty pretty much straight up rallied the entire day. Point number two, it has resistance from its previous zone of support. So its previous support is now acting as resistance. Very, very good sign. And it's put in this negative bearish candle. So these are our three reasons why we're looking to take a trade on the short side in HUL. So what is very tricky in this trade is we do not know where our entry and exit is going to be. So I would suggest personally maybe to take puts, which are not too risky. So we can look at puts which are at 2200 or 2100 also for that matter, and keep sort of a trailing stop once the chart develops. So personally, I don't know what my stop is going to be right now in this trade when I enter. I am expecting my stop to be at the high of this candle. I'm expecting my stop to be at the high of this candle, which currently stands at 2111. This might change later on. So for now, I am looking to take 2200 puts with my stop at 2111 on the chart. So if it goes above 2111 HUL, I might look to get out. Okay. Now let's talk about trade number three. So trade number three, another beautiful setup on the short side. Look at this beautiful setup. We've had this support stay strong for all of 3 months. See how many times we've tested that region. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times. So for 5 times it's come on this 3000 sort of 40 region, and it's bounced back higher. This means that the buyers at 3000, 3700, 3050 are really strong. They're not letting it go below that level. So in case it moves below that level, we can expect a lot of stops. All these stops, all the people who have bought here, all the people who are trying to play this trend line, everyone who bought this breakout, we're looking at stops being triggered for them. We're looking at all these stops getting triggered. This will cause an accelerated move to the downside, and I expect some sort of a 7 to 8% move in Ultratech Cement. So this is definitely a stock to keep an eye on. Okay, next let's move on to gold. So gold, what has gold done? Superb rally for gold in July. Sort of a consolidation, a pause, which is much needed, for a bullish chart. A pause is much needed. So it's taken a pause now, and where has it come? It's come back to where it broke out from. We are seeing previous breakout point, the previous resistance is acting as support. So we're going to look to take a long. It's had two small candles. Both of them are hammer dojis. So both of them are sort of bullish candles. So we're not going to buy immediately. We're going to switch to the 5-hour chart to find our entry point. So our entry point is going to be about this. So once gold breaks 1880 on the USD chart, once gold breaks that, I am looking to take a long, and my stops will be at 1850, which is the low. The low of this entire move is my stop. So I have about a $30 stop, and my target is going to be around 1940. So my risk reward puts it at 1:2. My target is about $60 away, and my stop is at 30. So it puts it at a 1:2 risk reward. It's a good, it's a good probability trade with very good risk reward. So this is something I would definitely like to trade. Now next, let's move on to Nifty. What has happened in the Nifty this week? We saw Nifty have an absolute sell-off this entire week. But on Friday, we saw this great short covering. We saw Nifty move more than 2% higher. But I feel this move, it's not really a definite move or a definite reversal. All Nifty has done is it has just moved to this area of support, and it sort of bounced off from there. So my expectation would be Nifty moves back. Let me switch to the 1-hour chart. It'll be much easier to explain. So my expectation is for Nifty to move back somewhere here, 1140 to 1180. So here we have two things here. We have a gap fill trade, and it's sort of a previous support level. So my expectation is for Nifty to move back to 1140 to 1180, and there I'm going to look to take a short position. So let's see what Nifty does on Monday. With Bank Nifty, we had a similar sort of a price action. We saw it really move higher throughout the day. There were some signs of weaknesses at 20,800, but that did not hold, and it closed really strong, very close to 21,000. So again, with Bank Nifty, my expectation is going to be similar. We will see some sort, either of the two. We will see a move higher, or we'll see some sort of a consolidation. When we see such a large move to the downside, when we see Bank Nifty move from 25,000 to 21,000, with such speed, there has to be some sort of a pause before it can move back lower. If there is no pause, if it just continues to move lower like this, this means this means this is a market you want to stay out from, because it'll have a lot of erratic moves. So this is a market we want to stay in. We are having a good, so we're having consolidation, a breakout, a move lower. Again, we are having a consolidation, a breakout, and a move lower, and we will have some sort of a consolidation here. So again, in Bank Nifty for this week, I do not expect too much, maybe a move higher or some sort of a consolidation, and towards the end of the week I might expect it to move lower or higher depending on what the chart has formed. So right now I'm going to stay out of Bank Nifty. I'm not looking to take any trades. With Nifty 2, I am looking at a small sort of an entry. on the short side if Nifty moves towards 11150, that is 11,150. So this is it, guys. These were my 3 trade setups in stocks and 1 trade setup in gold. And I'm going to see everyone next week. Hope you guys like this video, and I'm going to try my best to make a video every day or every other day. And please make sure you comment on what type of content you would like to see. Please make a comment on what modifications or what different ways I can present my charts as. So I would really appreciate that. So this was it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, guys.